You know what? There's been a lot of discussion about what makes a good faithful. Well, she's a really good faithful. They are the best faithfuls. What makes them a great faithful for the viewer? They can, what, identify traitors. Now, I know we think the objective of the traitors is to, if you're a faithful, banish traitors. Playing the game, do you really want to do that? Do you want to be a really good traitor hunter, become a threat and be up for murder? Or do you want the long game and get to the end and try and win some silver? I wanted long game. There was no way I was going to be a gun traitor hunter. That is just asking to be murdered. That's like bringing attention to yourself about how good you are. No, mate. You need to just chill and not be the best, but not be the worst. Now, here comes a child, so I'm going to get back to this one. So, what I was saying, a good faithful in the eyes of the viewer is someone who can identify, oh man, she's so good. They are so good, they can work out who the traitors are. Now that's great. If you can identify a traitor and then convince the others that they're a traitor and get them banished, that might be good. But then what happens? A possible recruitment. And so you're moving, your target of the traitors is just a moving target. The likelihood of being recruited is actually pretty low. Timing is everything. So banish a traitor, new traitor takes in, and you're back to square one. But it makes for great TV. Do you know what else I think is a bad faithful? A bad faithful is someone who distracts us. So for example, at breakfast, when I'm trying to focus on people coming in and people's reactions, who's surprised, who knew who was going to be murdered, that sort of stuff. Not because I actually wanted to banish a traitor, by the way, but I wanted to know who the traitors were. So I was trying to work it out. And so if you come down to breakfast and it's a distraction, like my maid Annabelle, who I love, but wears her dressing gown down and fluffy slippers and a fluffy thing, we all have a laugh, and guess what? We're distracted. We're not, the traitors love it, because you know why? We're not looking, we're not paying attention, we're not being observant. We're paying attention to our fellow faithful, or, you know, the distraction. So even Roha, who I love, and by the way, does he not look great on TV? I say to him all the time, he's so photogenic, man. Roha was a distraction, coming down to breakfast and doing his little moves and all that stuff. And anyway, I find that behaviour not being a good faithful, because you're distracting. And Simone, for example, I love Simone too, but she got the shield twice. And do you know what we spent time and energy and focus on at breakfast on the days that she had the night she had the shield, and then breakfast when she didn't reveal she had the shield? We spent time going, oh, the traitors must have had the shield. We were thinking about who could have had the shield. Like, we were, instead of just focusing on you know, trying to identify traitors, we were wasting energy on this shield, where she could have just, what was the point as a faithful for not saying you had the shield? It caused confusion. That's Simone being a bad faithful. Bad faithful is also drinking a beer for $2,000, giving away one team bar for a drink, for a protein shake, for a beer, for a massage gun. That's not being a good faithful either. There you go. That's it for now. Oh look, there's Solly, my 6-year-old, hanging out, listening to my ramblings.